was a miner, my granddad was, I was a miner. It hasn't been the same since pits have shut.
When you look at coal mining villages especially, they only existed because of the workplace. Now the workplace doesn't exist. So what are we doing here?
Employment is horrendous, especially with the younger people as well. We're a dying town at present time. There's been no reinvestment.
It used to be a really good community. Everybody joined in, everybody helped each other. You could leave your doors on, you can't now. You daren't.
It's not like it used to be. It used to be better years ago. We had lots of shops, butchers, and now greengrocers, now cobblers. We used to have a cinema.
There's still a little bit of antisocial behaviour. I think there's a drugs problem, and there should be a little bit more for the young people and the children of this community to do.
We played football at street, but then like last week, this neighbour phoned police, and now we've got like a letter saying we're not allowed to play football.
Well, it keeps us busy, that's for sure. But for me, probably the biggest problem is the alcohol-related antisocial behaviour, which seems to be anything from sort of 13, 14 years on up to 25. They all just seem to like to drink out in the public. And then whilst they're drinking, they then get a bit excited, a bit boisterous, start swearing, start carrying on. Personally, I'd like to see alcohol banned from being drank in a public place. I think that'd go a long way to help dealing with a lot of antisocial behaviours.
If you'd have asked me a year ago, the main problem would have been antisocial behaviour. And I think that's changed. I think it's died down a bit because there is steps being taken and more being done for children, and especially young people in this area, so they've got something to do. I think the main problem now is unemployment.
I think it's lost its pride where it used to when I was younger. I know I'm only 16, but you can see a change from when I was about 5, 6 to what it is now. Because not many people, because used to, when you walk around the streets, you used to say hello. Now they just walk past each other, and I don't think it's good. It's lost its touch, I think.
Well, I want us to be born here, and I won't say, I can't really say, oh wow, it's brilliant. What's it in? It's just a village.
It's larger than a village, but it's got village. It's like a village life, and neighbours are very good. Morning, lads. Yeah, neighbours are very good. Yeah.
And our pubs have shut down.
What about people?
They're all lovely. They all stick together as a community. They're nice.
I've lived in South Kirkby for about 56 years, and I know that we live in one of the most deprived areas in this country, but there's still lots and lots of very positive things happen.
I come from Leeds, and it's a lot different, from where I come from, to here, and I don't know, I like it round here.
I've lived in this area all my life, and I can trace my family back 400 years in this area.
Yeah, plenty of gossip.
You can tell me anything?
No, you can't say that. It's private. Community house has been good for getting over 18's jobs.
What she got is this one, don't she?
Chevin.
I worked in South Kirkby for the last about 4.5 years. I work for Wakefield District Housing, and I'm seconded to the Job Centre Plus. We offer the local community help and advice in getting back into work and looking at suitable training courses.
Community is brilliant in South Kirkby.
It's a lovely local community, and community association, Pete Buttery and Christine have been wonderful in helping and supporting the local community.
Youth club, South Kirkby Youth Club. Because it's just like a place to go and relax, if you're having a hard time at home or out.
How does your parents feel about you being here?
My mum loves it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not in house.
She takes me and picks me back up.
For years, it was sort of a small hamlet, and then when the Industrial Revolution took place, obviously we got the mills. There were a lot of mills, woolen mills here, and the pits as well brought a lot of people in.
I can trace my great-great-great-grandfather as being the miller at the top of Middle Lane, which runs quite close to this, where we are at present.
the farm on White Apron Street, I know that got struck by lightning and roof collapsed in. And then White Apron Street were actually called White Apron Street because when they were bringing stone to build church, all the people who walked down were wearing white aprons.
I probably don't know as much as I'd like to know. I know that it were an old mining community, and I know at one point it were booming, and everybody worked.
I remember growing up, my stepdad used to tell a lot of stories about the miners. There were a guy who used to eat raw meat for his dinner. We used to work down at mine, and we used to only eat raw meat for his dinner. I mean...
Everybody, really, was a miner.
I can remember mining and that when I was little.
Was your family involved?
Yeah, my dad was a miner.
I'd like to see more jobs for us.
There's not enough jobs, local jobs.
It would be nice if there were more jobs for local people and also more activities for young children within the area.
South Kirkby Community Garden. We raised our own money to have it done ourselves. Yes, do you like it, all of you? Yeah! And this lot keep it tidy for me, don't you?
Yeah. When you look at coal mining villages especially, they only existed because of the workplace. Now the workplace doesn't exist. So what are we doing here? Well, there's still a community here. Now I've heard people say that opportunity needs to be recreated and built back in. I disagree with that. I don't think it ever will come again. So what people are doing is creating their own opportunities. This job club's been a massive success. I just don't know why it's not done elsewhere. There's a great record of people coming in here off the street and landing a job in no time, by their own efforts as well. So yeah, it's good stuff.
Back to how it used to be. Some more pubs open and stuff, and community doing well. More for your businesses and things like that.
A cinema.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah,
probably.
definitely.
Cinema. More like places to like hang out, because we've got youth club, but that's about it. Yeah.
I like to see this close-knit community come back together because, like I said, it seems to have lost it, and it was good when it was like that when I was younger, because like I said, there's just pockets of it now, and I like to see everybody like it again.
For the future for South Kirkby is for local residents to meet more often and share what's working well and what's not working well, and work in partnership.
Just really for the village to reach its full potential. I mean, it's a beautiful place to be, and there's so much good there. And just to see all of that developed in terms of, affordable housing and jobs for people, all that sort of stuff, really. Yeah.
Just that it is a lovely place to live, and I think we're quite fortunate here. I think everybody, when you live in a place, tends to think there's nothing to do and all this, but when you visit other people's, other communities, and you realise just how much we've got, and we have got a lot of good. We've got a lot of good people here working towards making it better, and the people are lovely. Yeah. So it is a nice place to live.
We can all be a good community, from the young to the old, and whatever. Yeah.
What do you remember about your childhood here?
Oh, it was wild and free. It's the best way to describe it, because we didn't have the constraints that the children have nowadays, where parents look after the kids to the nth extent. We were allowed to run about and go out after breakfast and run around the fields and anywhere we wanted, but nobody bothered.
Yeah, we used to go up at Schofield, took bomb drop and that. We always just played out pit as well. I still bike ride out pit even today, but it's changed a lot, the pit, since I was a kid. There used to actually be a pit there.
Right. Yeah, right. What's the bomb drop? I've not heard that expression.
The bomb drop? Well, there's a big hole in a field down the old lane, and then you turn right onto the field, and you just walk into the middle of the field, and it's like a big hole that's like 40 odd foot deep, and it's like massive. It's bigger than this street. There's a rumour that a bomb that drops in the Second World War is why that hole's there. But I think that's misinformation. I think it's a sinkhole or something. But it's called the bomb drop.
As memories of bomb drop, just going on a swing off a tree and flying over the top at bomb drop. But like I say, it's years since I've known that. I thought it was filled in, like I say.
this bloke, and he like nicked a Mini Cooper and rid it into owl. Yeah. And then like they've buried it with like hay and that. And it's still there, under hay.
Is it?
Yeah.
A very, very happy childhood where, when I was a little girl, and I'm sure people my age will remember, we could do things like take a bottle of water, lemon curd sandwiches, and go down to like what we'd call Old Lane Art Bomb Drop, and be there for hours and hours and hours. And I don't think that anybody had any concerns about young children about 7 or 8 year old who would be out playing in fields and things like that. Like we'd get rose petals and put them on as nails, or we'd get somebody's old tight with a ball in the end tight to his ankle. We'd make tents out of clothes horses. And we, you know, as a child, you never sort of were in the house on computer games or anything like that. You were out enjoying yourself.
Personally, no, I think the youths of today have a lot more to do than we did. When we were a kid, the only thing that we had access to was a youth club, and that was one evening a week, and that was it.
We had lots of open fields and the pit tips, which were a great playground for the kids where they shouldn't have been, but they did go.
Little things like, you know, going in back garden or going on lockies and digging an hole with using tablespoons and teaspoons and making it big enough and deep enough for you to sit in, and just staying there for hours and not wanting to get a bath on a night. I mean, I remember not wanting to get in a bath on a night and just wanting to play art.
No, just all played together and lived on backs, never locked us doors and stuff. It was nice, it was not like it is now.
All neighbours used to come out and we all used to go down to allotments and build dens in trees, and I shouldn't really have said this in case my mum was listening, but we used to play at dyke and throw stones and stuff like that. Yeah, it was like that, and then sneak up to wood, and then you have to come back down before your dinner were ready, and yeah, stuff like that. Like then, we could go up to wood and stuff like that and go over at fields and just have a mess about, but nah, when you see kids these days, they're going up and setting fires. It's like, that's the only fun they've got, there's something wrong.
My childhood, I remember I could play in the back alleyways, in the streets. My mum could keep the door open. Friends and family used to sit outside. There wasn't as many cars on the road. And now, if you let your child out, I just feel it's really, really unsafe. And looking at my childhood, there's just such a big difference. And I just feel scared, in a way.
School's very educational.
How are you?
Brilliant. I enjoyed school. I wish I were there now.
Is there anything else you'd like to contribute to the film?
Nope.
Well, thank you for
Did you
your
get
time.
Is that going in?
I don't even know what that was. What was it?
It was my phone. I think people haven't got the right mentality and the right... All right, buddy.
I was born in bed and dropped on my head here, me love, yes.
I like to go away, but I like to come back.
Come and see South Kirkby, you'll be surprised what you see. It's fabulous.